Well, howdy do, y'all. It's time to Beer Whisper. I'm hanging out on the patio because it's a nice day, man. It's a Sunday. It was warm yesterday. It feels even warmer today. I didn't get the exact temp, but I know it's about 70-ish. Here's one of my old standbys. You see that pours beautiful, kind of a light copper, a nice, dense, creamy head there. The Piney River Missouri Mule IPA, 7%, 70 IBUs. Uses a 2-row pail and specialty malt for color and whatever. I forget now. And they don't give specific hop varieties. They just say they use 4 varieties of hops in this. This is a very nice IPA. The aromas are just amazing. I do like this brewery. You've all heard me talk about it. I'm on patio. I'm having a radish. I love radish. One of my favorite spring snacks. This isn't spring, but it feels like a spring day out here. I think a radish goes great with an IPA. Sorry for talking with my mouth full. It's a rather mild radish. You know, I like to clean them. That's how my dad always prepped them, so I do them pretty much the same way. I just clean them, cut off both ends, and I put them with a little water, and because he just used salt, but I use a little sea salt. I'm not a fan of iodized salt. I don't use it. I just use some sea salt. Sometimes I use kosher salt. When I have a chance, I buy various other salts. I love to use a gray salt or a Celtic salt. Not a lot, just a little bit. Yeah. Damn, that's good. Perfect with the beer, actually. Damn perfect with the IPA. So, you know, sometimes I don't do a beer review. I love this beer. You've heard me say it 100 times already. Sometimes I like to talk about something, and I'm a little late to the party on this one because, well, I just got home I didn't drink on Super Bowl because I had only been out of the hospital a couple days. So I went about 2 days shy of 2 weeks without a beer. I wanted to relax and kind of, you know, get my thoughts together, as it were. You know. So, anyways, the infamous, the now infamous Brewed the Hard Way spot. You all know what I'm talking about from the Super Bowl. Now let's talk about that. I'm going to try to play devil's advocate here and give you both point of views. Now, I've heard from some of the macro-friendly folks, and their general consensus is that craft beer folks are just whiny ass. There's nothing to complain about. Bud made a great spot, and you know, craft beer drinkers, you shouldn't get their panties in a wad. That's their side of it. I'm not telling you that's how I feel. Relax. The other side of that was, well, to me, my personal opinion was that the message was clear. I thought it was extremely passive-aggressive, but yet the message was clear. It was that, you know, they show these Bud drinkers as these plaid shirt wearing, you know, big burly man, and then they show the craft beer drinker as this hipster looking, mustache waxing guy who probably just finished a tofu burger, and he's having a peach pumpkin ale. So what they're doing right there, by that imagery and those words used, flashed up on the screen, let them have their peach pumpkin ale. What they're saying is craft beer isn't real beer. They're saying craft beer is these fruity, crazy concoctions for other people. Those are the other people. They're not for real people. That's what they're saying. You know, don't let people tell you different. That is a clear message. That's exactly what they're telling you. They don't show craft beer drinkers as almost 50-year-old fat guys like me drinking an IPA. No, craft beer is peach pumpkin ale. It's not a classic beer style. You see what they did there? They really tried to flip that around. Now, there are some in the craft beer world, some folks think the message was dangerous. I don't know if the spot was dangerous. I'm not going to go quite that far. But the message was clear to me, what they were getting at. But I won't go so far as to say it was dangerous. What was their point? What was the point of the spot? Well, here I'll give you... Whoa! Got a little wind there. Oh my God. Finish my radish here. Leave the can down. The wind took that for the ride. I need a better cameraman. To me, the message was clear. I won't go so far as to say it was dangerous, but it was clear that they are portraying Bud drinkers as real people, and Bud as a real beer. What they're missing here, though, is that Bud contains a lot of adjuncts. It contains a whole lot of rice, and maybe they're not using the top-of-the-line barley malt as well. See, that part they leave out of the commercial. And the part that they leave out of the commercial also is they're showing craft beer as these peach pumpkin concoctions, forgetting that, well, this is craft beer, a classic IPA, that is barley malt, hops, water, and yeast. There are those crazy craft beer styles. I'm not going to say there aren't, but most craft beer, the better percentage, are classic beer styles that use hops, barley malt, water, and yeast. That's all they use, and they're trying to I think the point of it all, my personal opinion, what they were trying to get at was, I just lost my. Damn, the wind kind of screwed me up here. They're trying to, well, I mean, I don't think, they're not going to get converts. Okay. They're not showing that ad to convince craft beer. Craft beer drinkers aren't going to watch ads. Oh my gosh, they're right. I'd rather buy a Bud. No, they're not going to convince other folks to buy the Bud. What they're trying to do is shore up what they already have. What they've seen over the last few years is their brand decline. What they've seen over the last few years is craft beer do this. Now, I'm not going to mention specific, some breweries don't make it, some are, but over the, generally speaking, craft beer as an industry has been doing this. Well, the macros have seen their sales fall. All of them have seen their sales fall. Even though they are still, they're still the #1 selling beers out there, I think they see themselves losing that at some point. AB InBev has been buying up as many craft breweries as they can, and the irony of the whole spot was they make fun of a peach pumpkin ale, leaving out that a brewery that they just bought makes a peach pumpkin ale. That's irony, folks. So there you go. I think what this spot did, you can disagree about the intention, but I think what it inevitably will do is it will shore up the AB InBev base, thinking, oh yes, they're right, we are real people, that's where we drink real beer. While they've kind of fired up the craft beer base, thinking, you know what, y'all can have that adjunct-laden crap and make fun of me for drinking a peach pumpkin ale, but at least I'm drinking quality ingredients. And I think that's the difference. And I've said this in some various social media. I mean, Budweiser as a brand, the beer, is to beer what McDonald's is to hamburgers. They are out there. They're easily accessible. They're relatively inexpensive comparatively, but they are not top of the line. They are not the best quality. And I'm not sure how anybody can argue that point with me, because neither of them are. They are very similar. They both sell the most. McDonald's sells the most burgers. Budweiser sells the most beer. It doesn't mean either one of them are very good. It just means that's what people are going to buy because it's cheap and easy. And that's just the truth. So there you go. I was going to do something earlier. I just wasn't drinking till this weekend, so I didn't want to do a cute spot. I thought I would just share my thoughts. Everybody could agree, disagree, or whatever. But those are my thoughts on what happened or what that spot was about. So, hey, I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer, and I'll see you later.